Hey guys, it's Lucid. Welcome back. I got another episode here for you with you, the nation of foot people. If you never thought your feet were people, maybe they are. Feet are people too. Okay, so I sent Relay a message last turn, I think, or a couple turns ago, where I was like, "Hey, dude, you built a temple in our province. We agreed, like, no temples on the border. That was part of our NAP agreement." And he said, "Okay, fine. I can't destroy my temple." He was willing to do that, but I'll pay you 200 gold for you to build a temple. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But I'm very not excited about having Insanity Dominion pushing over here. Okay, we found a magic site here, Plague Water Stream, which is a great way to get poisoned. diseased, but also a great way to generate death and water income. And you get diseased anyway, so good to go ahead and find it. We have a battle here. Yes, get wrecked. And the army which was here last turn has moved this way, and so it is making a beeline for Kalem's capital. Now, what we had done, I might have missed the turn. What turn is it? 30? Okay. What we have done, and I'm not sure I covered it, but this army we had massed here, I think I might have skipped a turn. Whatever, guys. Y'all, it's not much. I can tell you what happened. We were massing a big army here, and then we took that army and we moved it this way. And the reason is because... maybe I did show it to you. But this is the first turn this army has been here. Last turn it was here, we moved it here. Now he sees it, and he's like, well, fuck, I'm going to lose this and then potentially more infrastructure if I attack Kalem. Which was the whole point of moving it here. Unfortunately, we're also starving. And this is not big enough to fight everything. But his army cannot get back, so we're going to go ahead and move here and attack. We've got an assassin here that's going to assassinate. And that is what we're going to do. And we're going to move these guys in behind. I think we take these idiots too. But yeah, we're committed to it. I think in the short run, I have to do this to keep them off Kalem. In the medium run, I'm still like very cautious about this war with Arcadia. I've also been approached by Nabatim. Apparently this war is going swimmingly. And they're willing to help with Arcadia, I think, next. I think what I want to do, is I need to get out of the war with Arcadia. But we'll see. I'll show you why, but we're going to go through the next few turns. Nothing bad is terribly going to happen, not to do too many spoilers, but we'll see. In terms of research, we're steaming ahead. Next turn we get Enchantment 6, which actually is going to open up some interesting stuff. And I don't know if I'm not making this stuff on the right turn, unfortunately. Like what I should have done this turn is taken this idiot. If I can, give his stuff to other guys. And then I should have sent him over here. Can he make it? Sent him to a lab. And then had him summon a meditator. And these guys are really cool. They do... where are you? They do astral healing every turn, which basically is going to heal you like 1 to 3. Everybody on the... It's basically like regen, but it's through a spell and it's not based off a percent. It's just going to heal you a certain amount every turn, which is huge, actually. It potentially means, too, that... like, and I'm actually really close. Like, if I chose to go Enchantment 8, I could have enormous amounts of regen. Like, just ungodly amounts. So, anyway, things to think about. Things to think about. But anyway, I definitely want a meditator. What's going to be nice about the meditators in particular is they're going to combo reasonably well with these guys. The thing is, if these guys get HP pushed to them through Blood Bond, or like damage pushed to them, this will be one more way to keep them from kind of dying and keep them healed up. So, you know, like if they go to 1 HP, it'll get them all the way back up to 3. I don't know how the timing works. Like if they're at 2 HP, like is it possible that the regen could tick and then later the actual healing could tick? I think that can happen. I don't think they're necessarily like time locked. So there could be damage incoming between the regen tick and between the astral healing tick, which means even though they're 3 HP, they could deal with more than 3, they could deal with 3 HP of damage without dying within a round, potentially. And plus, it's going to keep these guys alive. So that's all good. So anyway, we're going to have that, and we're getting very close to enchant to enchant 8 or 7 for Earthblood Deepwell. We're going to start saving for that soon. And we don't need much. We only need 60. But we are going to get a meditator, so it might cut down. Or we're going to have to trade gems probably to get there in time. It doesn't look like I have turn orders terribly well loaded in for this. No, we don't. But basically, we're moving down here. We're assassinating. I can't remember if we're making anything with you. Or if we already did. I don't think so. Here we're having these guys research. We've got Alquils getting made, and I think this turn we had somebody finish up here. No, this turn he'll be coming out. We've got another Windmaster. Now, Windmasters are going to be potentially very useful depending on who I'm fighting, because they can do, and they already can do it, Aerofend. With 2 gems, any of them can cast Aerofend. If I choose to empower one, which I don't think I want to do, I can do Mass Flight. The cost of empowering, it's 30 and then 45. So for 45, I can do Mass Flight. It's expensive, but it can kind of win me a battle. Or win me a war. Or a major battle. So anything that's going to let you win a major battle, probably worth it. You know, in fact, thinking forward in the game, maybe that's the play. I sent a shit ton of gems, and I think I'd do it. I think I already did it last turn. Or no, I'm doing it this turn. Or next turn, I can't remember. I sent a ton of air gems to Caleb. But maybe I need those air gems back. I sent him like 40. Maybe I need them back, and maybe I empower one of my Wind Riders, or my Wind Masters in air. Give him some armor. I can trade for a Ring of Returning. Put on Anti-Magic Amulet. Wait, let's see what would happen if he casts it. It already costs 2, so it's 200 fatigue. So he's going to take damage, because he's going to... Oh, no, he's not. It's only 200 fatigue. Well, no, but in Drain, he'll take damage. I feel like we're going to be fighting in Drain a good bit. What is it down here? Oh, it's magic, okay. I mean, he can probably put Storm up. But if it wins me one fight where he's not expecting it... Are these guys glamored? No. So we'll see. Anyway, we're going on top. We can't have a battle this turn, so we'll go ahead and pull up next turn. Well, we'll do a couple other happenings. So over on this front, the squids are attacking Pangea. Pangea is right here. So there's squid raiding, and then Pangea is also raiding through here with Arcadia. So Arcadia is kind of in a three-front war. They're probably not terribly happy with it. But the more I'm talking, I think that's one of the good things about recording. Because I think there's a tendency when you play just to like bemoan your situation to yourself. Or just be like, okay, I have to do the mechanics and play, but you don't really think as much about the strategy sometimes. Or like you get stuck in a situation. I don't know. Talking about it is helpful, is what I'm trying to say. And the more I think about it, the more I think I negotiate that I'm going to take this from him. We can do a long-term nap. He is going to have free reign in the war with Calum. But I'm going to get these two. And that'll also give me this one. But I'm going to get these. I'm not going to end my nap with Calum, I don't think. I think I'm going to... The problem is, so let's think about if we do that. If he loses in the war against Calum, which I think is unlikely, but possible, then... Because Calum is pretty close to being... They're like one... By the time we get to my current turn, which maybe we should do. We'll just go to my current turn, then we'll talk strategy. Okay, so I got turn 31, which is the next turn. We found a magic site, Mirror Palace. This is Astral and Air. And some gold. We assassinated some dude. We'll watch this. The surreal aberration in action. Now he's got Halt Heretic, which actually is pretty decent. But no protection, but pretty good defense, and then decent attack density. Actually, I want to watch that again. I want to see if we actually made him insane. No, we didn't. Not that it would matter, but... we have a battle here where okay, last time we got attacked by barbs. We sent in a little barb raiding squad, including our Autokinos. And these guys are going to get wrecked. So he would die if I sent him in alone. I tested that. Because at first I was like, well, let's send him in alone and he'll get more experience. He's already getting fatigued out. He's got innate spellcaster, that's what's going on here. Okay. And then down here, Calum is attacking. There's a little PD. I wonder if his stuff dies. No, nothing. Okay, good. Okay, this is us moving on top of his throne. There's just one PD there. And... yeah, more bad events. So... Calum has gotten a bunch of griffins. He was planning on this turn having to break out of his cap. But Arcadia was here, and they moved here. Calum's cap is here. So, he's not on his cap, but he wanted to take land while coming back to potentially check his throne. And also, like, if I didn't move, he could have come back this way potentially or something. So anyway. that is that. Now, the question is, do we stand and have a fight here? Or do we bitch out and run? Like, we could move everybody in here. At one point I had the turn loaded up. I guess I do have some turn always loaded in. Do we do that? Well, let's look at what we have. Let's take an inventory. We've got Muse Your Daddy. We have Sweaty Man Dance. We then have 4 of the Lion Summoners. Then we have this guy who does Strength of Giants, and this guy who does Strength of Giants. We have 2 Strength of Giants casters, and 2 people dedicated to doing low fatigue Strength of Giants. That's a lot of Strength of Giants. That's going to get everybody pretty quick. And then we have this guy who does anti-magic. I think we have over in this army, I thought I had a diviner. Yeah, we do. We've got this guy who's going to be coming in this turn, but he casts he casts Solar Eclipse at the start of battles. Now, their Bless did not have Dark Vision, except that it did, because these guys get basically free Dark Vision on their troops. They have this site they can claim, which tanks their scales, but gives them gold. So basically they're still rich, even though they took shitty scales, which I think is the point of this nation. And they get Dominion Conflict -3. Which means that's part of the reason why they're Dom pushing so fucking hard up here. God, I fucking hate these guys. I really do not want to make peace with them, but the more I think about it, the more I have to. Oh, man. So anyway, we could not pussy out. We could have a fight. I'm not going to have Solar Eclipse at this battle. I would have it at the next one, but I'll have anti-magic, and I'm going to have a way more troops. And that's not nothing. We can spam out Poison Ward if we're worried about that. He doesn't have poison resistance. I could... If I had someone do Foul Vapors. But I don't. So I'll let you in on a secret. We tested the shit out of this. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. I'll show you kind of approximately what it would look like. So I've got an army for him here, which is about 400, which is what we think we'd be running into. This is about the same thing I have. I've got about the right number of Charmers for him, but I don't really have his Communion set up, so they'll fatigue out a little faster than they would in a real fight. I've got Wooden Warriors casters on his army. We'll just watch it. I made this before the recordings of like the past few turns, or I think last episode in this one. So I don't know, going back and recording and looking at the battles in maybe a bit more detail, I'm thinking he had a little bit better mage support than was here in the battle. Also, my guys are starving, so they've got shit morale. Because at the time, when I was looking at, like, if we go back to my current turn 3-1, everybody was starving. The people in the fort were starving, and the people in the wasteland that could come and join the people in the fort were starving. And so that's actually kind of a big deal. And we just processed this turn, so I have no idea how it's actually going to turn out here. But I can tell you, in the past, I would normally win. But I would normally not win terribly well. And I think in the real game, I actually have more Dancers of the Foot than you'll see here. And I think it's especially good to show this if we are going to bitch out of the war, which I'm kind of feeling like we will. They've charmed all my fucking lions, but there's a good chance we can actually charm them back. These guys didn't charm animal? Yeah. And that way it's actually okay, because we end up just swapping charms. Like, these guys don't get fatigued out. Go ahead and pick the speed up a bit here. But like almost all these guys should have bark skin. They don't all. Yeah. The way these guys work for Arcadia is they can get 2 Miniads for free a turn at every fort. But here you can see this is the Mage Core we have. His Mage Core is stronger, and he did things like summon big air elemental and stuff like that. We're starting to kind of fail in our morale checks though, which is not good. Here we start losing. Yeah, okay. So in this particular case, we lost. Normally I would win, but I would take huge, it would come at an enormous cost. Because you can see we do kill a lot of his stuff. The morale ends up kind of fucking me. So, and that's from starvation. So if we didn't have that, there's a good chance we would win more decisively, but still at high cost. If I had, which I didn't here, but I've run the tests with it. If I have, I don't think I had it. I didn't have Solar Eclipse. If I have Solar Eclipse, it's kind of a stomp. Yeah, I didn't have it. If I have Solar Eclipse, it's a bit more of a stomp, like I decidedly win. But I have to have that, and I have to have... what was I going to say? And I have to not be starving. And that, as it turns out, is reasonably tricky to not be starving. To do it, like, quickly, once you're starving... Because my only way into that area is a wasteland. And that ends up mattering a tremendous amount here. So we'll go ahead and pull back up turn 31, which is the turn we we're just looking at. So because of this, I cannot afford to stand and fight as he consolidates these two armies here. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to assassinate another dude. We're going to pull back. And I think we're going to... I can't remember if we pulled back these guys. I don't think we did. I don't think we did. I think we just doom stacked up so he'd be scared. So I think we stay here even though we're going to be starving. We've got a bunch of cows coming in, so we're not going to be starving as much, and the degree to which you're starving matters. I think. Pretty sure. At least from my experience it seems to matter. I don't know the actual rules on it, but anyway, we'll be starving some here, but not a huge amount. From here, we'll probably fall back. For research, we just finished 6. So what I also want to do, and I can't remember, I think I actually do this. I think we pull this idiot back somehow. I don't remember what we do, but I think we send him here. Now, the reason we want to send him here is because we've got the enchantment bonus site, and we want to summon a meditator. And he will really, I think that plus Solar Eclipse would really step up my game. And then if I have mass flight, then I think we would just absolutely crush them. But, and maybe that's what we need to do. Because I could Cloud Trapeze, I could empower Cloud Trapeze down. I can make enough Assassin Trap, it's unlikely he assassinates my dude. I have to trade for a Ring of Returning. These guys are going to do Syzygy of Rebirth. That's one thing you cannot... When they turn red like this, you cannot miss that turn. They just disappear. It's like, well, you fucked up. You ruined your game in a way. We don't forget, though. We cast it. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to my next turn, turn 32. Turn 32. Another surreal assassination. When you get killed by something that looks like a baby scribble on a piece of paper. You got killed by a finger painting. Get wrecked, buddy. We got another surreal aberration, because we're probably going to need it. And there's a battle here in Summer Ridge. So indeed he does... Oh. Wait, is this a carbon copy of the same turn? Oh, no, that was a scout. So here's his army. Oh, I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is my army. No, it's... That's how you know I got my fucking ass kicked. As we pulled it up, I was like, wait, is this the same turn? Because this looks like me attacking him. No. This is his army with my dudes in it. Oh my god. We got so wrecked that fight, guys. It's like... The pain echoes through time. It's several turns later and I still feel it. But importantly, we saved Calum. These guys were going for Calum and now they're not. These guys aren't researching, they're patrolling. We're not really sacrificing our research very much. I think he's sacrificing more in terms of research. If we look at the count... It's amazing how many... He's only got a 20% chance for these guys to be... I don't know what he can do. Oh, fuck. Any of these guys can be charmers. If they become a communion master. Shit. Holy shit, that's so much charm. I don't think I'm ready. I might be ready with... Every single one of these guys becomes a charm caster. I didn't even realize that till literally this moment. Because they joined in a communion, and now they're Holy Three. Holy shit. I guess the good thing about it is because these guys are spell singers, they can't stay in the communion once they get over 100 fatigue. Still, these guys get a lot of charms off early. That is not good. It's got a bunch of these guys who are gnarly little assassins. Honestly, Calum has the best chance of fighting him right now. Once he gets big air elementals, if these guys go in for the kill and he moves like 30 mages, which is something Calum can do, onto the cap to defend on the turn he thinks it's coming, and does like a bajillion air elementals, or his god can't be charmed, so his god can just sit here and time out the battle and kill everybody. I think all those things could work. But for me, I don't have people who can't be charmed. Not really. I could get rid of... This guy can't, because he's my prophet, but... Anyway, we've got a big army here. So he's probably thinking I'm going to attack, so he's going to hang tight. Calum popped a fort here. I think he's also moving on a fort down here, so we're going to go over here and see if we can see it. But what we're going to do here is we're one turn away, or we're 2 turns away. So we're going to move up here. I actually probably should have moved Moose Your Daddy back, but this guy should be over here, isn't he? Oh no. We were 1 turn late. So this guy's moving over here this turn to go summon a meditator. Turn after, though, we'll see if we fight or not. My god's moving up here, but my god's going to have to go back to cast Earthblood Deepwell. which he can cast without boosters, thankfully. You can see we have no Earth Gems, but we'll remedy that real fast. We're actually going to trade this turn, or next turn. No, next turn we trade. We're going to trade a shit ton of our Death Gems for Earth. So I guess let's go ahead and do that. Let's pull up my next turn, and then we'll talk about what the hell we're going to do. Who is it that hasn't gone? Is this Calum? That is indeed Calum. So I think what I do, I don't want to lose this. I think we do what I was talking about earlier. We make peace in exchange for this province. But then he gets, it'll be a long-term nap, so we can't stab him in the back. But we get these two as well, but only once Calum's conquered, because we don't want to backstab Calum. The other option is I get Calum to send me my air gems back. And then we do mass flight. And I think with mass flight and having an army this fucking big, we'll win. But it's not pretty. It is not pretty. Not pretty at all. So let's say we can do that, and I'm not even sure we can. In fact, there's a pretty good chance we won't. Okay, well, let's go through a few scenarios. If we do that and Calum wins, then like I'll probably just lay claim to these. But I can do that with Calum, not with him. Maybe. And I don't even know if I want all that. I mean, this would be nice, but then what do I do next? Well, I could turn on Arcadia. Not on Arcadia, on Thalamantha. But that gives me this really fucking awkward empire. In my opinion, if I make peace with Arcadia, then I have to basically go to war with Nabatem. Which, like, it's death-ridden lands. The best thing for me would be killing both these guys. But Nabatem has approached me, and they have said they will go to war with Arcadia. Because they've now eaten Zun. And they have, I think, similar qualms into invading me as I have into invading them, which is our lands are poor as shit. So if we march our ass up this way, or if they march their ass up this way, if they get into a war, problem is they're probably going to eat Calum too. Who's here? Karnanak might be here too. I'm not exactly sure where everybody is. I don't know where Karnanak is. Who else do I not know where they are? Well, that's mostly it. Okay, Pangea is right over here. Pangea. Calum. Zun. No, Zun. Nabatem. Nabatim? No, so nobody's in between them. Nabatim really is my like I think geography ends up like dictating so much. I think they have to be my next war target. If I don't kill, the thing is, if I kill these guys, I'm basically left in the same situation. So not having huge losses, getting some of this stuff, getting a throne that's going to give me Imar. I think that's my best play. Who the hell is moving down here? No, you move over here, you big idiot. God, why did I move him there? I hope that wasn't put into the turn. That would have been a mistake. Okay, wait. You big idiots. I'll move over here. So this guy is a disease healer, since we've got a shit ton of disease in our army now. Give you a little flavor for it. Look at all that. Look at all that disease-ridden filth. We honestly probably need a couple more disease healers. But that's problem starving your army for a long time. And honestly, what I should kind of do... Okay, here are all the wounded guys. They're almost all diseased. God, 74. I gotta bounce them into some stuff just to keep them alive. Oh, that is a lot of disease. We're not gonna have any more starvation issues if they don't kill our cows again, but so anyway, but the plan is this turn we finish enchant 7. We're going to put up Earthblood Deepwell. I'm trading for a bunch of gems to Nabatim and to Relay to get Earth gems to put it up. And then that should give me well enough to cast it. We're getting a Termina Meditator. But then it's like, what do I even do with my army right now? I guess we can march them over here and go take this. Should be kind of trivial. I don't have any way to charm them, do I? No. Maybe that's what we do? We'll see. I'm probably going to try to get on the line with Sack real quick and see if we can Diplo out of this. But yeah, that's probably it. It's a hard decision. I don't really like abandoning Calum. But that is a scary fucking army. And I think with Mass Flight I would kill it. But I think without Mass Flight I'm fucked. And it's going to be a bit of an arms race. And the only way I'm going to get a significant portion of this spoils where it would ever justify the cost of this war is if I also attacked Calum. And I don't really want to do that. So, better I think I try to get myself out. Get this. I don't think I go to war here. I could potentially attack these guys. I need to figure out. I think these guys are going after Nabatem or Karnanak, which is over here. So I need to figure out how that war is going. So anyway, I've got some Diplo to do, but that's basically it. We're getting Earthblood Deepwell up, and then I think I pretty much decided we're going for Construction 7. And that is mostly because... Or Construction 9. We want to get Weapons of Sharpness out, which is going to help a lot in many, many situations. And it's going to give us... Construction 8 is going to give us a few artifacts, but not many that we can use. But like even... I think getting like rushing and getting the Soulstone to get us the free spawn wolves is pretty good on our nation. They're not great, but I mean, obviously wolves with a Hellbless on them are not horrible. They certainly compare to our shitty tribesmen. So anyway, I think that's the plan. I know it's a little weird, but anyway, we're struggling through. Take care, guys.